Wasn't that a gorgeous view? That's where I'm currently camped. The video that you are about to see, however, was filmed this summer when I was in Oregon. I was there almost 2 months and I haven't shared much of that with you guys at all. Have you heard of pen pals? You know, back in the day, that's what people did. They wrote letters, they lived to get the letters. People had pen pals across the state, across the country, even across the world overseas. And it was a big deal to have a pen pal, and they were considered friends. Some people stayed in touch throughout their entire lives and exchanged pictures of their babies and college and everything else, and some of them even got to travel and meet each other. They were indeed friends, and some of them even considered each other family. For me, today, that's what some of my internet friends have become, and it is the same thing. So if somebody tells you that you haven't met them in person or they are just on the internet, they're not really your friend, it depends. They truly can be. And today you get to meet one of my viewers from the internet turned friend that I now consider family. Today you get to meet my bestie Joan and her daughter Shaylah. It might not seem like much of an introduction because they wouldn't let me take their picture or put them on video, and that's okay. I'm not one of these YouTubers that comes up and puts a camera in your face. I always ask, and it's always okay to say no. You have to trust me. They're beautiful peeps inside and out. And once we got together, like I said about pen pals, it was as if we'd known each other all our lives, and we became family by the time I left. I brought them flowers and a hummingbird feeder, and as you can see from the picture, they already had a hummingbird feeder almost just like it. That's how much alike we were, and that was our first clue, even though we already knew that from staying in touch and getting to know each other for almost a year before I got there. All right, you guys, so I am with my friend Joan and her daughter Shaylah. She just gave me this purse, and I feel just a little bit bad because I said how much I liked it. And so she got another one, and so she gave this to me, but I don't feel that bad because I love it so much. It's so pretty. This might look like a typical living room to you, but it is where all the laughter and the fun and even the magic occurred. We watched late night movies and sometimes had to find things before we could watch the movie. And did you notice Buddy in the corner? Life was better when he was in the room. This is Buddy. Stay. He is such a good pup. Buddy is 15 years young. Of course, we got out of the house too. I even hosted a mini meetup in Medford while I was there, and Carolyn from Carolyn's RV Life joined me. Joan and I and Shaylah enjoyed Starbucks, and I just have to share this with you that we went to the local In-N-Out Burger, and I couldn't believe the line. It like wrapped around the parking lot, and they even had a girl in the parking lot taking orders instead of you waiting until you got up to the speaker. And I was so proud of the boy at the window because he didn't feel or act flustered at all. And of course their food is worth the wait. We enjoyed meals at home too, especially when Shaylah grilled outside. I also had fun while opening packages there, some that I had delivered and some that were a surprise for me. So this is from Robert's sister-in-law. Her name is Leslie, and she owns a wonderful antique and she calls it repurpose, rethrift, and I'm not going to get her motto right. You guys know me. But it's in downtown Cambridge, New York, and it's called Shiny Sisters. And she posted a picture of this on online for her Shiny Sisters. You can go to Facebook and find them. And I was like, ooh, I want that for fancy free. And so she sent it to me. I meant to buy it, but she wouldn't let me buy it. So she sent it to me for an early birthday gift. Look at this, you guys. So the one thing that I did not have room for in fancy free was scarves. And you guys know I used to wear scarves and I'm gonna wear more. And so now this can hang up on the side cabinet and I can drape scarves over it and it's a bird. How wonderful is this? I have no idea what this box is, but it is one advantage of being in a place for a while and being at my friend's house, and I so appreciate Joan and Shaylah let me have things delivered here, because when you're on the road, otherwise you have to find a mailbox place or you have to do general delivery, and the post offices are getting less and less friendly about general delivery. So this is really nice to get caught up on some of the things that I need. I have no idea what is in there, and this is not my knife. You guys know I do not need a knife like this because I like all 10 digits. This is Shaylah's beautiful knife. And so we are gonna find out, and I hope it isn't terrible, because like terrible, like, because I just like poke that down in there. I'm gonna set this down. So Amazon cracks me up, how they send you like a big box and it's got something in it like, this is like little bitty string lights, which I needed, but I thought I ordered 6 of them. And unless there's 6 in here, which I don't think there are, I guess I have 5 more coming, or maybe I didn't order it right. We'll find out. But this is backup for what my friend Gina gave me in case they go out, because I use them all the time. And the other thing that is in here, if you do not know about these things, this is actually going to my friend Linda, because she just bought a RV, a Class C, and this is going to be her housewarming gift because she is naming it Dragonfly, and these are dragonflies, or it's got dragonflies on it. This is a Maji vase. It is flat. It flattens like paper, and you can open it up and fill it up with flowers. And this is really important. An extendable. This goes up to 50 inches. It's okay, it's in here. To clean the solar panels. Dun, 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 dun. And that was it. That's all that's in this box. One of my awesomest gifts, I think that's a word, was my new MacBook Air laptop. Because of it and because of my new brain injury medicine, Aricept, I'm able to make videos again. Thank you, my wonderful viewers and patrons. It is so perfect for me. I spent days watching YouTube tutorials and learning how to use it, and I'm sure I'm not using everything on it, but what I am able to do just makes my life so complete and helps me out so much. I'm very, very grateful. Oh my gosh, and sewing. We did so much sewing. I got most of my curtains, I got my curtains mostly finished while I was there, and Joan was by my side every day working on something, and I'll show you when I do the tour of my van, Fancy Free, coming up soon. I promise I'll show you what all she did, and she even crocheted me a special gift that rides along with me now. I even made Buddy a doggy blanket. So I can't talk long because I have to hurry, because I'm in a race against time, because my friend Joan, is threading a black bobbin, and I have to thread this ecru bobbin, rethread it because I messed this up, but she messed hers up too. So gotta go, we're racing. I'm gonna win. No, she might win. We don't know. And just in case you're wondering how I was able to do all of that, it was kind of embarrassing. But I had to watch YouTube tutorials on how to thread my machine and how to do the bobbin and sometimes how to work the machine every day. It's not like it stuck with me. I have to rewatch it every time, but I kept going, and like I said, I left there with everything mostly done and finished it up later, and you get to see it soon. I want to thank Shaylah and Joan again for letting me stay at their home, their lovely home, and get to know them better and to get all of my projects like that done. It makes life on the road so much easier. When I got back from the mini meetup that I told you about that I held here in Medford, Joan told me that she had just noticed a pup across the street that was in the front yard. And their front yard, nobody was home, and their front yard is just rock and concrete. Their backyard isn't, but their front yard is. And they'd never, as far as she knew, left the puppy or its mother in the front yard. And that poor puppy was bouncing and trying to get over the fence, and it was a very hot day. And eventually, we didn't let it go on very long, but he started stumbling, and I went over to check on him and tried to get him some water, but he was disoriented. So we came back and we started calling for help. You guys, be sure you know the emergency numbers in your area. We called the Humane Society. They are only available for adoption matters. They referred us to the county animal shelter, and the county animal shelter is only responsible for loose dogs and strays. So they referred us to the Animal Services Division of the City Police. So we went from Humane Society to county shelter to City Police Animal Welfare Division. And the police officer came right out, and we were so glad, because by then the puppy wasn't even getting up anymore. He was in dire straits. And the mommy wasn't happy. Her baby was in distress. She could come to the other side of the driveway on a side yard, and she was not having any part of us being near her baby that was distressed. So the officer distracted the mother while I got the baby, took him across the driveway, and we put him over the fence. But then there was a gate that had kind of partially shut because she had been running back and forth checking on her child and that little puppy. And so I went to the van to get treats, and the officer got the water that I'd taken over and put it over the fence for the dogs. And we threw treats into the backyard through that gate. And finally, the mom and the pup went in the backyard, and we shut the gate, and the officer secured it with trash cans and stuff that they had originally in the driveway. And so you never know what's going to happen. And I didn't get a picture of the officer, and I didn't take a picture of the pups because I didn't have the owner's permission. But I didn't get a picture of the officer or anything. But I just want to thank the Medford, Oregon Police Department, and I didn't even get his name, because I really believe they saved that dog's life that day. And that mother was also, she'd been running back and forth and barking for so long and checking on her puppy that she was in distress as well. So it may have even been 2 lives. So anyway, thank you for that. Oh, and the way that the baby had gotten in the front yard to start with, he had dug through the gate on that side of the house, but then couldn't figure out how to get back under, and it wasn't a big enough hole, and it was rocky, so the mother couldn't make it any bigger to get to him. So anyway, that's how that happened. We had a lot of fun, like I said, and I was so busy working on projects and enjoying Joan and Shaylah so much that I didn't get enough video clips. But there was a lot of excitement. In fact, Fancy Free broke down not once, but twice, and I'll have that for you in an upcoming video clip, in an upcoming video, because it's important, because you would not believe the people that I ran into and the way that if you let it, spirit can expand in this universe, and when you trust people that maybe some otherwise wouldn't, you never know what might happen and how they rise to the occasion. And that's what I'm going to share with you in a video about Fancy Free breaking down twice in Medford. So be on the lookout for that, and stay tuned for outtakes at the end. And thank you for being here on my channel, everybody. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you get notifications. I'll see you down the road. Take care and keep on keeping on. People had pen pals across their state, across the country, even across the seas and over. Alright, so I put this thing together, and it is not going to work. It was supposed to bend. It doesn't bend at the pole. This only has like 1, 2, 3, Anyway, I needed it to clean my solar panels, and it won't stay open. It keeps collapsing. And anyway, so... And I don't think I can send it back because you have to request and then print a label. And anyway, so this is a Goodwill item, and it looks like a commode plunger.